this Kansas City. Shit's ran gritty. In the summertime, the chicks be damn pretty. Born in the projects, then to the Ville.
Hey y'all, it's me, Bossy. Welcome back to my channel. And today is story time day. So this story is about how I set up Bob's sister, supposedly. So yeah, y'all, this story is just really crazy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into this story. And the brother that I'm talking about is the brother that you guys happen to see make an appearance in my She Stole My J's video. The one all y'all was saying was so fine. Y'all, he is taken and he has children. The story happened in 2008. So how it happened is one day, Bob's sister, I'm just going to call her, what am I going to call her? Nicole. Bob's sister, Nicole, and I were like really close, really cool, even after Bob and I broke up. But anyway, it happened to be in the winter time because I remember I think it was really cold outside. But anyway, it was myself at the house. My daughters were there, but I think they were asleep if I can remember. And then my little brother also was at my house because when this happened, my little brother actually used to live with me. After Bob moved out, my brother needed somewhere to stay, so I let him move in with me. And so anyway, you know, we were just chilling or whatever, and Bob's sister Nicole, her car, something was happening with her car. I can't remember if it was under the hood or if it was like her tire. It was something underneath the hood, I believe. And so since my brother was there, he was like, okay, I'll go outside. You know, it was chilly or whatever, but he was like, I'll go outside and I'll go see what's going on. So when he went outside, he also had my car keys because after he was finished looking at her car, he was going somewhere. I can't remember where he was going. I think probably to see his girlfriend or whatever. He was going to go somewhere with my car as well. I used to let him drive my car all the time, y'all. So, you know, he's outside or whatever, and me and Nicole are just in the house chilling, talking, probably about nothing, gossiping, all of that crazy stuff. And so we in the house or whatever, and he had been out there maybe, I want to say 10 to 15 minutes. And, you know, we didn't really think anything of it. We just, like, knew he was outside or whatever trying to get her car, you know, situated because her car was not acting up. Like, it was still drivable, but I guess he was trying to see if something was leaking or something like that, y'all. I'm sitting on one couch and Nicole's sitting on the other couch. And all of a sudden, here comes my brother, Karamine, running in the house, like panicking frantically. Like, he was panicking so bad, it scared the shit out of me, y'all. I mean, he scared me. What he said when he ran in the house was, Bossy. He looked so frightened and so terrified and mad at the same time. He said, I just got robbed for a car and they took your keys and they put a gun to my head. Oh my God. When I tell y'all, I thought he was lying. But the way he came in the house was so scary and terrifying that I was like, okay, he can't be lying. So my first reaction, I'm like, oh my God, I run in my room because I wasn't going to open that door because he said they had a gun. So I'm like, I'm not going to open the door. They could still be outside. He hadn't said yet if they had actually pulled off. He just said basically, and I'm going to tell y'all exactly how everything happened from what he told me. So I run in my room and I look out of my bedroom window and I don't see anybody out there. All I see is my car. I don't see Nicole's car. So I'm freaking out. My heart is pounding so bad and I'm so upset and I'm scared for my brother because he's like so upset. He's so emotional and I'm just like, oh my God. So I said, okay, Karamine, sit down and tell me exactly what happened. Tell me exactly what happened. So while I'm saying this to him, Nicole's so pissed. She's hot. about to cry. She's pissed. She's calling 911 while I'm trying to figure out what happened. Like, it's too damn cold outside to be trying to rob somebody for a freaking car. I still don't know my car keys are gone yet. You know, I'm just knowing her car is gone. So I sit down, I'm like, Carmen, tell me exactly what happened. Because he was breathing hard. He was hot. He was so mad, y'all. So he was like, I went out there to go look under her hood or whatever. And I was out there looking under her hood. And, you know, I was trying to figure out what was wrong with her car or whatever. I think she needed oil or something was going on. And then all of a sudden these two dudes came walking up on me. The next thing you know, he tells me is that after they was through chit-chatting, he could have swore he seen them walk away. Next thing you know, one of the guys take a pistol and put it to the back of my brother's head. Y'all, oh my God, I was crying. I was so scared for my brother because they could have pulled that trigger and killed my baby brother. So they put the pistol to the back of his head. So I guess when he first went outside, y'all, when he had my keys, I guess he was trying to do something inside her car. So he set my car keys on the passenger seat. So when he did that, I guess he got back out the car, leaving my keys on the passenger seat, and went back to doing what he was doing underneath the hood. So I guess, you know, he ain't no fool. He let them take the car and he ran his ass in the house, and they took off with Nicole's car. You know, so he's telling us that, and Nicole is steady grilling my brother like, what did they look like, and what did they this, and just asking all these questions. And he's saying as much as he could, like, you know, he's like, it was cold outside. I wasn't looking at him like that, but I know they was two dark young dudes, and you know, he was just trying to describe them the best that he could, because my brother seemed really shaken up. I don't know if he had ever had a gun put on him before. You know, I don't know. We calling the police. They come, you know, they take my brother's statement. They're asking us all kind of questions. And Nicole's mom and Bob's mom comes to the house because she's coming to pick up Nicole or whatever, because of course she doesn't have her car, and of course I don't have my keys because they took my keys as well, because my keys were in Nicole's car. So they're over there, they come to my house and they asking, what happened? Did y'all know these dudes? This is, and I'm like, no, I didn't know nobody where I lived. I kept to myself. Even to this day, I don't really do neighbors for real, to be honest. And so I kept to myself, and I'm thinking, I don't know these boys. My brother doesn't know these boys. I'm like, we don't know who they were. They just came, they took her car, and I was like, they took my car keys too. So I don't even have a car to drive. Y'all probably like, you didn't have a spare? No, this was my first car, and like an idiot, I had the spare on the damn car key chain with my actual car key. So that was really pointless because I still couldn't drive my car. Now I know better, y'all. The next day rolls around, and they found Nicole's car. When they found her car, of course, my keys, thank the Lord, were still in the car. They said they was like on the ground underneath the passenger seat or whatever, but they was still in the car. When they found her car, y'all, they said her car had a whole bunch of water damage. I don't know what these dudes did. They had a whole bunch of water damage. It was like burn marks all in the car and stuff. I don't know what they was trying to do. But anyway, I think once they were tired with the car, they did what they did with it and, you know, left it somewhere, because the police said they found it in an area further, you know, closer to downtown in Kansas City. So, you know, I got my keys. I was satisfied, but I was still, you know, kind of bummed that Nicole's car was messed up. I'm thinking everything's done. My brother's alive. I got my car keys back, so I have my car. And you know, Nicole has her car back. Granted, it's not in the condition it was when she, you know, had it at my house before they took it. But, you know, at the same time, I'm thinking everything is cool. Next thing you know, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days later, I get a phone call from Mr. Bob. And first off, me and Bob didn't really talk on the phone like that after we broke up. It was mainly through text, or if we talked, it was face to face, like when I was getting my kids or whatever. And he called, And I can remember the first thing he said was, "You set my sister up." And I'm sitting in my living room thinking, what? He's like, "You set my sister up." I said, okay, first off, who are you talking to and what are you talking about? How did I set your sister up? Which sister? Because he has 2 sisters. I'm like, which sister? And how did I set your sister up? And he was like, "You know dang well you set that up for her car to get stolen." Y'all, I thought this dude was on all kinds of drugs with the stuff he was saying to me. I said, first off, me and your sister are cool. She's like my sister. We are so cool. Why would I have some knucklehead dudes come steal her car, take my car keys as well? If anything, they could just take her stuff and leave my stuff alone. And then my brother had a gun put to his dang head. All I know, he's talking about, that's what you saying. Your brother probably didn't have no gun put to his head. He didn't probably have no gun put to his head. He had that set up. He had some of his friends take her car or whatever and do whatever they did to it. And you set that whole thing up. And I'm thinking, are you serious, nigga? Like, for real, for real. Why in the holy hell would I do that to your sister? Just because I'm not kicking it with you, just because I don't mess with you, why would I do that to your sister? Like, she was the same girl I went out to the club with all the time. She was always at my house. I was always at her house, which was Bob's mom's house, because Bob didn't live there. I was always over there. We was always together. What would be my purpose of having her car stolen and damaged? Why would I do that? Like, I'm thinking, what sense does that make? So he's just like, "I know you did." I'm like, what are you talking about? He hung up in my face. Next thing you know, I want to say maybe 2 to 3 hours later, my phone is ringing. It's his mama. It's his aunties. It's his grandmas calling, talking about, "Bossy, what happened? What happened? How did her car get stolen? This and that." I'm sitting here like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why are y'all asking me? I'm telling y'all the story from what my brother told me, and that's that. My brother is not a malicious person. He had nothing against Nicole. He still actually didn't have a real big beef with Bob yet. So it just didn't make sense. I'm like, why would my brother have some goons come and take her car? Why would I have, that happen? Like, that does not make any sense. We don't have any issues. My brother doesn't have any issues with her. Why would we do that? So at this point, I'm pissed off, like really pissed, because either Bob done put this mess in his family's head, or either Nicole put the mess in her family's head. And I'm just thinking, like, I know it couldn't been her, because we cool. It threw us off guard when it happened. Like, why would I do that to her? I'm calling Nicole because I'm tired of these people calling me, asking me all these questions like it was a setup from the jump to get her car taken. It seemed like she had been dodging my calls, because I had been trying to call her ever since Bob called me, and then especially after her peoples kept calling me. So finally she calls me later that night and she was like, "Hey Bossima, what's up?" And I'm like, "Nicole, why is your family calling here thinking that me and my brother set you up to have your car stolen? Like, why are they saying that?" She was like, "Girl, I don't know. They just think it's real strange that I'm at your house and then my car gets stolen." I told her, like, how many times have I been at your house and your car hasn't gotten stolen? How many times you've at my house every weekend, even days during the week? Like, what sense does that make? Like, why would they think that? She was like, "Girl, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't even know." And I'm just thinking, well, somebody is telling that to people, and I don't want people thinking that I'm out here like that. I'm not that type of person. She was like, "Girl, don't even worry about it. It's cool, whatever." So I'm like, I'm still upset, but I'm like, yeah, whatever, girl. I ain't got time for this. I'm going to bed. Like, this is stressing me out because your people keep calling me thinking my brother and I had something to do with your car getting taken. So then, like a couple weeks later, one of my cousins called me and she was like, Bossy, let me tell you something. I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's wrong? She sounded like kind of concerned. She was like, I just want to let you know that Nicole's been telling people that you had her set up to get her car stolen. I said, who told you that? She was like, I heard it from one of my friends that's also friends with her, that Nicole told her that. So I'm like, this chick is full of shit. And I found out other stuff later on down the line. You know, hey, that's Bob's sister. I guess it's blood over everything. You do what you do. I learned the hard way. But, you know, it is what it is. We done with each other. I don't fool with her. I don't have no ill will towards her. But we don't kick it like that no more. So she was the one that actually put that in people's ear that I got her car stolen. Like, I purposely set it up to have her car taken, even though it wouldn't have benefited me in any type of way. And I'm not an evil person like that. But she's the one that put that into people's ear and had her stupid ass brother calling me crazy and her other family members calling me. So yeah, that is the story about the time that my brother was actually put at gunpoint because someone took Nicole's car without our knowledge. We didn't know these people. And yeah, her car got stolen and damaged, you know. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. As y'all see, my emotions was coming back thinking about this story. This stuff is so old, but I be thinking like the stuff that I went through, y'all, it was just craziness. So in the end, Nicole and I were no longer cool. Bob and I, we ain't been cool since forever. And my brother and Nicole, they still chit-chatted somewhat. They even, I think, end up start talking to each other. Like, that's too crazy. That's my kid's auntie and you they uncle. So no, y'all don't need to be talking. But that didn't last long at all either. But yeah, in the end, you know, I don't know what happened with her car. I think she kept it for a while, got a new one or whatever. And the dudes, they actually never caught, I don't believe they never caught the guys because they just ditched the car after they were done joyriding or whatever. So yeah, they never got caught. My brother, you know, nobody ever came to him saying anything. It was mainly just me, or I had my brother set it up to have her car taken. But yeah, it was crazy, y'all. So that is my story time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I pray I didn't slip up and say nobody's real name. I think I might have, but I'm not sure. Please make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more story times and just more videos in general. I know y'all love my story times, but I want y'all to watch my other videos too. You know, I am a beauty channel. But don't nobody watch my beauty. But it's cool. But anyway, y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, loves.